How are you, sir?
I'm good. Phillip, Jason, is it?
Yes.
I mean, I'm Jason, you're Phillip, yes.
Indeed. Tell us about this particular film, Chappaquiddick, and
Yes.
what was it about this film that made you say yes? Because, I mean, Teddy,
Yeah.
the Kennedy family, they're like Camelot in
Yeah.
the States.
Yeah, and I guess they always will be, They were titans, starting with Joe, for America and the world from the 20th century. The history of the Kennedy family is the history of the 20th century, just not just for America but for the world as well. When I read the script, I was just stunned. There's a lot that I didn't know about what happened in Chappaquiddick. You put that in context with them setting off for the moon the same day. I've put it down and I thought, my God, I think I actually read something really stunning. Something really like I was angry, I was upset. I was really, you read what happened.
Yes.
And then I immediately went back and I played Ted's eulogy at RFK's funeral, which was such a move, and it gave context to the man at the beginning of this when it happened.
Yes.
And then, you just go down the rabbit hole, and I find it, like I said, I don't think this is the summation of everything Ted Kennedy was or is, but it was definitely a defining moment in his life. And I think it's well worth examining the man's choice to see what he did, how he did it, and then what he went on to become as well. Mm-hmm. And there's a lot to learn from that.
Yes, your roles are so authentic.
Thank you.
What the fans will see that you bring to this role? Because, as
Yeah.
I said, he's like almost like their family's mythical.
Yeah. I worked very hard, and I enjoyed it. Like I said, starting off with understanding Joe, turn of the century America, the World War II, where Teddy was baptized at the Vatican. Ted, he was a young boy, when his father was ambassador to England during World War II, He was, he wrote the SSC rules for Wall Street that still exist today. Their influence and his influence and his father's influence on him, and then, 68, where, RFK got shot, Martin Luther King got shot, riots. I mean, we think we're in crazy days now, and we are, but, the world, and that has been here before, I think 68, 69 are, it's important to understand your history. If you want to know where we're at and why we're at, it's not, some magical thing that just fell down to earth that we find ourselves with the problems we're confronted. No, there's been, little dots that are connected. And I think Chappaquiddick is one of the big dots of modern American politics.
I think you're right.
Yeah, it is.
I can't look forward to seeing you play.
Thanks, man.
I mean, you're so busy. And I saw you in Mudbound.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah. I mean, similarly, to find those two scripts, I just shot these back to back, to get these two scripts at the same time that I don't feel like were passive historical pieces. Mm-hmm. They're alive. They're for now. They have something to say about who we are, and or ask you to say who we are and where we are and what you want to be in. And that's what I loved about them. Both John Curran, who directed Chappaquiddick, and Dee Rees, who directed Mudbound.
Right. Well, thanks for sharing your craft with us.
Thanks, man.
All right, thank
Cheers.
you.
Thank you very much.
Siddiq.
Thanks, guys.